What's the secret of change? We don't fight the old. Instead, we focus on building the new. Welcome to the Table of Change. Come on in and have a seat at our table.
It's always a Tuesday night when I am so excited. It's a night when we are at the table because at this table we aim to change things tomorrow. I am excited tonight beyond measures. Let's go. It's Table of Change. Get ready, sit down, get your questions. Come on, Family Island tomorrow. Table of Change.
Table of Change is here again. It's like you said, Jackie, it's Tuesday, the best night of the week. But for our guests out there tonight, Jackie and I were really perplexed in finding the topic for tonight because there's just so much going on in our society in terms of murders and death and mourning of a loved one. And talking, me and Jackie was like, how could we bring the topic of grief? How could we bring the topic of grief to the table? Because remember, here at Table of Change, we just don't want to discuss. We want to try and change. We want to try and solve. We want to have some type of resolution. So in talking, Jackie and I just said, who could we bring on the show that can really give us an idea in terms of grief, in terms of turning something positive out of something just horrific and an aid of our society? And, in talking, only one person came in mind. And that person, our guest for tonight, she was born January 3rd, 1976. She is the second child of George and Michelle Nodes. She is a sister, a mother, a grandmother. She is the adoptive aunt of many, more than 20 nieces and nephews. She is a servant of God, a humanitarian, and the founder and director of Foam Community Center and Agape Emergency Housing Project. She's the author of the book, Still I Rise. She is a designer of a jewelry line called I Have My Own. She's also a justice of the peace, a national youth leader, a national hero. We want to welcome tonight to the table, Miss Khandi Gibson. Welcome to Table of Change.
Welcome.
Good night, everybody. It's indeed a pleasure to be here.
Jackie and I, we were just thinking about how exciting it is to be, entering the Christmas season. And then in the terms of preparing, getting together my list for what's going to be on my dinner table, and then watching the news and hearing how many murders and stuff is happening, I just realized that, there's going to be some mother sitting at her dinner table mourning the loss of the child that's not able to be there with her. There's going to be some child that isn't able to have their mother at that dinner table with them. And one of the things we want to bring you here on is we heard about your foundation. Please give us an idea. Tell us about Foam and what exactly.
Okay, Foam is a non-profit organization birthed after the murder of two of my brothers, 8 months apart. Andrew was murdered now 11. Kana Ochi was murdered now 12. And so that's how Foam came about. But from 2012 to now, Foam was rebranded. We're like a mini social services, one head with many different arms because there are so many different ills in our country.
Hello. Sorry. Miss Gibson, what I would like to know, you talk about Foam.
Foam, yes.
Foam. How do you support? Where do you get funds from to support this organization?
I want to say, God have the touch heart of man to be a blessing to Foam, because we heavenly and solely what I'm trying to do is the support of persons who want to donate to us. We rely heavily on them, And so we always ask persons, because we don't have no fundraiser. We say, can you have a fundraiser, have a cookout? Jesus never had a cookout. I never saw Jesus sell anything. And so I tell persons, Foam is a faith-based organization. So we trust God for everything.
Well, I heard you mentioning your brothers that died eight months apart.
8 months apart, yes.
Can you share I mean, how did you rise up from that?
Trust me, losing a loved one is never easy, especially when you lose them violently because, if someone's sick or, if they're sick, they might die or they may live. But just talk to your brother, talk to your loved one and get a call that they got killed or whatever. Someone even getting murdered in your presence, not easy. I know, and people don't understand. Like I tell a person, say, I can't say what your loved one is to you, but I know what mine is to me. And losing a loved one, a sibling, isn't easy. It's not easy, and I want to. Pardon me?
It's fake.
It's what?
Persons that are on Zoom, can you please mute your mics? Thank you. And remember, the numbers to call in tonight is 325-5403. And Family Islands, you're special in our hearts, 800-8255. Please remember to mute your mics on Zoom. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Gibson.
Yes, and it's not easy. And, and I know 15, I was in love with this guy. His name was Roberto Williams, and he was shot and killed in my presence. I was in the house looking onto the screen door when he was murdered. And so I have the feeling of, I know what it's like. I have the infirmity of also losing like someone who you want to spend the rest of your life with. So it's actually, I tell people, there's two type of hurt. There's a broken heart and there's a heartbreak. You understand me? A broken heart is when you lose a sibling. A heart breaks when you actually get your heart inside. You understand me? Because that's someone who you love. And, and in spite of their imperfection, that's someone who you want to spend the rest of your life with. And so it's not easy. And people see you every day going. But I don't care what nobody say. You can never, ever forget your loved one. Like, especially how we're coming towards Christmas.
Yes.
Trust me, your mind all over the place. Because you just think of how Christmas would have been with them or how it used to be with them, and while everybody up and about with their loved one, you less yours. Wow. So it has been painful, It's not easy.
Okay, Tamara, your question?
Tell us about your book. I love the title, Still I Rise. What is Still I Rise about?
Still I Rise talk about a woman who overcome obstacle and humiliation. And so with that being said, I've been through the fire and I've been through the mud, and God is good. That's Still I Rise, Talks about grief.
And what about the jewelry line?
The jewelry line is a memory line. So what I did, I had my pastor pray for some bracelet I made. And normally when I go by families who would have lost a loved one, I give them a bracelet. If you lost a dad, you'll get a memory or bracelet of your dad or your mother or your son or your brother. But with a lot of young men getting killed, the brothers and the sons run out the quickest. The fathers, once they run the quickest. Yeah.
Now, you were saying about Still I Rise. I do apologize. You started. Now, is this your personal story or is this a fictional story?
This is my personal story of what I've been through and how, through the strength of God, that I was able to overcome,
One of the things that stood out to me in terms of grief with losing a few family members, it's so hard that there's no time limit on grief. It's like when you think you're over something and then you have a memory of them and you're right back of where you started from, almost as if the first time you heard of their passing. How hard is that for you, and how are you over to come that?
I was able to overcome it because I started form, and the more I reached out to someone who lost a loved one, that was the way I was healing. So whenever I go by loved one house and I was able to hug them, it's almost like, hey, I felt your infirmity. I know what you're going through. I ain't coming to spectate. I ain't no police. I come because I genuinely care. I know what it's like to lose a loved one, so that's why I'm here. So when I reach out to persons who would have lost a loved one, to encourage them and let them see, God did it for me, and I am going to be real with you. People don't be real. You have never, ever thought about killing someone until someone killed yours. Wow. And so, they have this, and I'm here, there is 5 stages of grief. One, they said you want revenge. You want an ICY, like on the streets now, person retaliating, because that's one of the feelings you're going through, And I was at that point, too, where I wanted bloodshed, too. And so I want to just tell persons, even while you're going through, just hold on to your faith in God. Hold on to your faith in God, because only Him and the support team of prayer people can help you. Because The streets, they'll be infiltrating your brains with all kind of stuff. But if you hold on to God and just trust Him, and I mean, even that is even beyond when you're hurting, but God is able. And as long as my Redeemer live, God lives.
Let's talk about, did you ever find closure? Like I don't know if it was when your brothers got killed, like if it was a crime that the police were able to solve.
Well, it's almost like a bittersweet because before they get killed, I told the police who was going to kill them.
You told them?
I told them who would kill my brothers. I went there with information. So, like, and to still turn and lose them, it's like bittersweet, like, you know. And nevertheless, the first brother murder, his murder remains unsolved. The second brother murdered the same two guys who I told were to kill him. One is in custody now. He got sentenced for 33 years, and the other one gets a retrial. But people say, oh, when someone get killed, I want justice. There's never no justice when someone take your loved one, because I know what my loved one was to me. I know you is. You know nothing to me. So something happened to me, I can never feel that. That didn't hurt me. But my brothers I'm getting killed hurt me. So there's never no justice when your loved one get killed.
Now, I heard you, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you to repeat it again. You said you told who did you tell that someone was going to kill your brother?
I told the police who was going to kill them. That all inside my book till I rise. You know?
Wow, that's...
Yeah, it's a bit, that's just a bittersweet still.
So, where is the form? Where is it located?
Okay, the form office, our headquarters located in Nassau Village. That's number 68 Alexandria Boulevard, Nassau Village. And we don't just help murder victims' family. We help domestic violence victims. We partner with Cleveland Indians Primary School, where every last Friday of the month we give out free breakfast to 400 to 550 children. We give out new and used clothing. We do resumes. We copy documents. Like I said before, we have a housing project. We do a lot in the community, from rescuing domestic violence persons, victims, according to police for senior citizens. We do a lot. We do a lot.
So do you get
How could the community help you in terms of not just donating? What can the community do to help you, or what do you need from us? How can we help?
Okay, the Bible says money answers all things. So you need money because you got rent to pay. You got staff stipend to pay. I have a housing project. I don't own the property. I own the house on the property. So therefore, every year I pay $1,200 for persons to live, you understand, free while I got to cover this cost. Now you have light bill for the shelter, light bill for the office. You have internet because children are there to the shelter. So internet for the office and internet for the shelter. Persons normally bring clothes, but I don't want no more clothes. We have gotten so many clothes. Yeah, nothing to like people somehow take foam for the dump. So what they were bringing, stinging up bleach or pop this, and I'm like, come on, man, like don't give me nothing you or your children wouldn't wear. So now we're asking for mucho dinero. We need money. We need the person to go into their cupboards and donate grocery items, like persons that work in companies and organizations who would already start collecting for Thanksgiving. Ask your company to take the grocery and donate the food.
Yes.
We ask in person do stuff like that. Like Christmas Day, we do it differently. Like you said earlier, when persons lose a loved one, whether it be by murder or just losing a loved one, person hurting during this Christmas season. So we want to do it different this Christmas. On December 25th, we're going to Christie Park. And we're going to feed 500 persons free Christmas dinner. We're going to have bouncing castle, music, and so forth. And we encouraging persons to come out. Some persons during the Yuletide season, they will just be locked down because they're in grief. Some person can't even afford a Christmas meal. And some person might even have family to go by. So we encourage them to come out. And even with the 500 dinners we want to feed, we need sponsors for that. And so we just want to make persons feel good about themselves. We want to give them hope. There is joy, like how you wash your clothes. There's joy in form.
Yes.
There is joy in form. And I've been doing this now for 12 years. I was working at BDC. After 15 years, I've left BDC to go into nonprofit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my passion.
I'm sitting here and I'm feeling the spirit of Christmas. I went to J.S. Johnson Insurance Company, and when I saw the beauty of the decorations, and I was saying, look at the creation of God.
Yes.
And so, listen, I'm telling you, you would get something from me for that Christmas function.
Thank
and
you.
so Bahamas, let's do it. We find someone, Miss Gibson, who's doing a great job. And when you are eating your meal or before you eat your meal, let's bring a $10 or $5 for her, because as we were talking, she said even to drive somewhere, she was sharing an experience, and I'm
Yes.
going to allow you to share that. She said even to drive, she have to find gas to get in the car.
Right.
But God will take care of this business.
Amen.
But we're still, we're putting it out there. Let God touch your heart to help her. Share that story that you were telling me with the lady.
Yes, between when persons' loved ones get murdered, and persons are so traumatized that they can't even reach out for help, and and when I think about it and the reality of it, when all that hype go away, you left alone. Phone shows up to go to that family house. You need gas in your car.
Right.
And sometimes when these brothers or sisters get killed, where they get killed is only where they live. So when you go into that corner thinking it's them, or going to that street thinking it's them, they don't live there. They actually live somewhere way, way out. That's gas to get there. Right. You understand me? Do bear in mind, the car you drive need to get service. It got to get licensed. It got insured. But this car you have is to take you to these families who are hurting. That's like rescuing a domestic violence victim. Also, you need gas in your car. To carry someone to the police station or report something, you need gas in your car. So people see you offering yourself free, but there's a cost. And also, while I'm here too, I want to thank the Prime Minister of our Commonwealth of the Bahamas, because this is the third year he has given January 23rd, which is my birthday, as Families of All Murder Victims Day. So this is the third year that he have given us a day. He has to do a proclamation where January 23rd is celebrated as Families of All Murder Victims. It's not a holiday, but it's celebrated in memory of those who have lost their life. Also, FOAM was able to acquire two acre piece of land where we're getting ready. Hopefully by 2025, in January, we'll do our groundbreaking ceremony where we're getting ready to build a 20-room shelter.
Yes.
Yes, 16 room upstairs, 4 downstairs for persons suffering from disability. And so we're doing stuff. We out here, we making it happen, But at the end of the day, you still need finances. Yes.
So, do you have like a line, like a contact at social services or the police if something has happened? Do you have a direct contact where you have a chain? If you call, it just flows.
I have direct contacts, and sometimes if they're not in place, I have to go to the regular channel like everybody else, And it's so sad I realize in our country we're operating in silos. You doing this and you doing that and whatever. We need to come together. And so what I've been asking now for years, let's all come together. Royal Bahamas Police Force, Urban Renewal, the pastors, NGOs, judiciary system, the police. Let's come together. Let's get a round table. Let's come together. I mightn't be the brightest, but I know for sure I ain't the dumbest.
Right.
Let's come. You might have a degree. I might have street knowledge. I still a plus. Let's come together. Let's stop cherry picking, because our main focus is supposed to be the people. So when it comes to people losing their loved ones violently, we can't worry about party affiliation. We have to worry about the broken people. And if we could prevent, let's prevent it. You understand me? Let's prevent it. And I honestly, I do FOAM, but someone getting killed, that's it. There's no coming back from that. And I have been doing it for 12 years. I've seen mothers die of broken heart. Wow. Say, son, I know a mother, her son got buried Wednesday. Friday, she was dead. Wow. I know another guy, he buried Saturday. Mommy dropped right down there, too. I know a lady got killed. She died here. Her mother died a couple of weeks later. So there's a story that everybody's mind can handle grief. Grief was deteriorate your body. Some people develop heart problems from grief. Some people develop diabetes from grief. Some people develop mental illness from grief. People don't understand grief is not easy. And so I encourage persons, get around, support people. Make sure you have a support team. Reach out to your pastor or someone who have the word of God who could pray for you and hold your hand as you go through.
Someone has just asked me, can you say what the meaning of FOAM?
Okay, FOAM is Families of All Murdered Victims. Yes.
Straight to the point.
That's right. Families of All Murdered Victims. The V is silent.
Wow.
Yes.
We always put in a situation where we have to now go to the house in terms of someone passed away or someone is murdered. Give us an idea in terms of, you don't want to be insensitive. You don't want to say the wrong thing. Give us an idea of what we should be saying and what we should not be saying.
when I go to families, I realize that you got to be mindful of your words because your words could really break them when they're going through.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, how will he die? So, how much time he gets shot? Well, do you think that's he friend would set him up? You no. Mama, I'm here. Rub their back. Mama, I'm here. I'm here. This is my number. I'm here. You know, I'm here. You know, you offer them a hug. You know, I'm here. And so we gotta be mindful, you know, and that's how, oh, God only take the best. Well, if he take the best, how come he take you or your child? Don't come with that, you know. Oh, there's a rose in the garden. God saw fit that he need a rose in the garden, so he have a rose. No, don't come with that. Don't come with that. Mom, I'm praying for you. Oh, I can imagine. No, you can't imagine, because you only lose yours. I lose mine. So don't come with that. Mom, I don't even know what to say. I can't. I won't say I can phantom what you're going through, but I'm gonna let you know I'm here. I'm here. You know, and you just offer something at that time, you be quiet because when persons going through, they want vent. They want vent.
Listen, I have somebody who's making $100 donation.
Oh, thank you.
They just WhatsApp it to me. I thank you so much. As a matter of fact, because I know you so well and I know you would give it, I'm going to give it at $100 tonight when we go outside.
Thank you, appreciate it.
God is so good.
Thank you.
And when you talk about not knowing what to say, I'm learning too. Just listen.
Listen.
Just sit.
Listen.
And listen. Sometimes you have to cry with them because it's really, really not an easy thing to go through.
Yes. And then too, we have to do follow-ups too. Hey, what's up, girl? What's up? Hey, what's up? What's up? Morning, might get up with my mind on you. Hey, I can't in my spirit today. Just checking in. Not what's up, how you doing? Because how you expect me to do? I just lost a loved one. How you expect me doing? And so I'll be like, hey girl, morning, sir. I just let you know you're my thoughts and prayers. I got up here this morning, you know, I got up with you and my thoughts this morning. Be careful what you say to the person, you understand me? Even when person who lose, like I had some person who come to me, they've been the grief counselors who certified in grief. I only have the compassion about it, I feel or whatever. And I took a grief counseling session to UDB, UDMY, UDB is an online course. And when people come and say, but I've been to professional counselors and I feel like how you made me feel. You know, and they open up and they talk and I tell them, I said, because I felt it. So I need book work for this. I felt it. I know what you're going through.
You know, when you said just now, like when someone say, how you doing? You say, how you expect me to be doing? So I want to tell people too, when you're comforting them, don't take what they say, you know, because sometimes they just say what comes out of their mouth. So you really have to be open to say, you know what, I can let that go by because it comes so kind of wrong sometimes, but you can let it go by. When it comes to finding people to work for you, how is that going? Are you finding the right fit? Because we you know, that is something, Tamara, we have to work on in these workplaces. We need to put people fit them in the right place. If someone is not good for the front, don't put them in the front. I think we spoke with someone, Tamara, who was saying one of the things that he does is he pay attention to his staff. He find out what they like and make sure he put them in that position. I know I hate to talk before the show because sometimes we hear all the good stuff before the show. And you share about that.
Finding a good fit, sometimes it be very hard because, you know, persons coming around, because he has non-profit, they coming around for what they can get. You know? They ain't coming to add to the table. They're coming to take you away from the table. You understand me? And that's why I tell people, like, what do you bring to the table? FOAM is a non-profit organization. You can't just think you can just come here and just sort of close and you getting paid. You watch only knew when you was coming here. So I need you now to pull your weight. Call some people, see if they want to donate or whatever the case is. Call the people, find their email address and get their email and send them solicitation letters for them to pour into the company. But I realize now, like, we come to the place where majority of people nowadays, like even with non-profits, volunteers come, but their hands still out. They volunteering, but they volunteering with expectation. You understand me? And I feel like if you volunteering, that's you giving back. It should be free. Let me be the one to say, but hey, this gas money or whatever. Or call. No, they volunteer. They ask you if they can have it. No, I don't like that because what coming to the organize is for the people. It ain't for us. It's for the people. And then too, like with me personally, I is the only person in the organization right now with a vehicle. And so therefore I can't even say, but I only have two. I have a part-time staff and a full-time staff. So I can't even say, well, hey, go in your car, go pick it up, someone come with a donation, or go pick up. It's me to do what? Because only me have a car, and only me could drive an organization. Right. So if reality is, it's not a perfect fit. But I got to work with them because pay-wise, I can't do no better. You understand me? Now, big money's coming in. You could hire a person who equipped for the job. But because little money's coming in, you got to work with what you got.
But in terms of money coming in, who could you give a shout out to in terms of organizations or civic organizations or businesses that really, aided you with this foam organization? Who's reached out to you?
Okay, I want to say, first of all, I thank God for this administration. I really thank God for this PLP administration. They had allocated $20,000 for foam in this budget this year. But you don't get all the monies up front one time. Right. I would thank them. We have Hands for Hunger. It's a plus to us. We have the Feeding Network is a plus to us. We get grocery items assistance from them to be able to feed our community, persons in our area. We have for our youth program, we would have the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. We have them a part of it. Then we have Christ Community Church. Christ Community Church have been sponsors $200 every month. Every month. They've been doing it now for the past 4 years. So that's one of our constant sponsors. But everybody else has to come and drop a donation here or there. Then we have Zoe, Novia Ramsey. Every time we have Christmas, she comes on Bishop Road. They come and they on that's singing Bishop. Okay, they come and they offer the activities like so. We have a mascot company. Our service is free. We have the Bishop Lawrence Show. They come sing free. DJ Counselor, they come free. What his name is again now? Oh Lord, with the long hair, Kent. Oh Lord, he really was Kent. Oh Lord. He's a singer. He sing little reggae songs. I can't remember his name right now, but his real name is Ken Johnson. Okay. But Christian Massive. He comes and he volunteers time for even those events, and then everything else we just is hustle as we go. So we put out clarion call person to donate for this, donate for that. I have MPs that donate to organize too, like PA Global made a donation, Glennis Hannah Martin made a donation before, but no, and I have Jobert Kobe. Oh, and then we have Star Apple, Mildred Murphy, she would have made a donation. Renard Henfield gave me his paycheck a couple of years ago to get the lighter under the shelter. So we have persons giving, but it's just not that constant giving where I can say, well, we know this month we get a pen on one, $5,000 coming to pay the bills. No, it's not like that. So every day we're in a hustle to make a change, Well,
we know.
But now you were granted the building. You were granted the building and the property. But now that's going to bring on more bills. So what are you anticipating, or what are you going to need now to bring that to fruition?
Well, I wasn't say I granted because that wasn't free. You had to pay for that. But nevertheless, yes, of course, mm-hmm. You don't get them free. So therefore, bring on what I have planned. I really can't say now because no one has this idea. So let's keep it as a shelter for now.
Well, okay. Okay. I wasn't quite clear with the land. You said
I secured a 2-acre piece of land. That's what I said.
Oh, you secured. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I thought it was like a crown land or something.
My problem.
But maybe at a low cost.
Mm-hmm.
Because to pay for a whole, if it is a crown land, at least you get it much cheaper. And yes, but you're gonna get help for it because. Here in the Bahamas, we need someplace for our battered women. We need someplace for men who don't have something. We need that. So right now, you are going to get it because we are going to come together.
I know because God never gave you a vision or provision. So yes. I know for sure that it's going to come to fruition. I know for sure. There's time
Yes.
Time and everything's done under the sun. And it's a season for everything, so timing.
Can you please, is there a phone number?
Yes.
I know you said you're in
Nassau Village.
But you need to give us a little direction.
Okay, so Nassau Village. Once you come to the main entrance of Nassau Village, mm-hmm. you would come all the way down to T-Junction. Mm-hmm. You make a right at the T-Junction. You continue down a little further. Then you'll pass the basketball park. You continue down a little further, and then you will see a sign that says, God Bless Barbara. Turn right there. You will see our office, Phone Community Center. It's on the right-hand side. Blue building. You can't miss us.
Phone number?
603-4141 or 424-8953. But 424-8953 is my number, and you can get me at 24 hours.
We'll be right back with Table of Change with our guest, Miss Khandi Gibson.
Yes.
Looking for the ultimate in home security? Look no further. We Buy You Sell has state-of-the-art security steel doors, the fortress your home deserves. Doors so strong they're virtually impenetrable. At We Buy You Sell, our security steel doors are built to withstand anything you can throw at them. With reinforced steel and cutting-edge locking mechanisms, your security is covered. These doors come in a variety of styles and finishes. We Buy You Sell. Visit our showroom today, number 163 Robinson Road. Call 698-1140.
It's a Christmas wish for all of you. Get a no-fee loan from RBC. It's true.
No more wishing for your Christmas ideas to come true. Get a no-fee loan from RBC and make those ideas a reality.
It's a Christmas wish for all of you. Get a no-fee loan from RBC. It's true.
Finding the right loan for all of your Christmas ideas starts with a conversation. Visit a branch to speak with an advisor today. Offer ends December 31st.
Hey Bahamas, it's your girl, your morning diva, the one and only Hope Shelley-Ann. From the Good Morning Bahamas Show, we come to you every morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1540 a.m. Business owners, today is a big day because now is the time for you to decide that you want to reach the most customers, regardless of where they are in the Bahamas. Make sure you sign up for your advertisement on the Good Morning Bahamas Show with the one and only Hope Shelley-Ann. It's as easy as pie. Just call our sales department at 502-3800. Simply say, hey, I want to sign up for advertisement on the Good Morning Bahamas Show. We've got you covered with any size package. Oh yeah, we're 1540 AM, the national voice of the Bahamas.
Whatever should be expected of an insurance company is exactly what you'll find at Harvest Insurance Brokers. And right now is a great time to sign up for automobile, home, group, or life insurance policies. But at this moment, what's really amazing is their newly introduced National Workers Healthcare Insurance Plan, which is a strong and concise medical package designed for retirees or those entering retirement, starting from as low as $275 per month. Harvest Insurance Brokers, located Dowsville and Armstrong Street. Dial 326-808445.
Thanks for the food we eat, the friends we meet, and the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Rainbow Sliced Beets, 15-ounce, $1.29. Whole chicken wings, $1.89 per pound. Fresh limes, 3 for $1. Great American White Shrimp Meat, 12 ounces, $3.99. Sunny Delight Smooth or Tangy, 64 ounces, 2 for $5. A full variety of Butterball and Jenny O turkeys, plus regular and picnic hams, are at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
We are back at Table of Change. Remember, the phone numbers for you to call in is 325-5403 and Family Islands, 800-8255. We have here, remember, our guest is Miss Candice Gibson. Beautiful Miss Candice Gibson, doing such a great job.
Thank you.
Candice, I'm just starting off with this. How many persons do you have in the home?
20 persons. They are fathers, single fathers with their kids on the outside, and then we have single mothers with their kids on the inside.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So 20 people you have to supply, or do they go out and work?
Well,
Tell me about that.
2 of them are working, and the other set are not working this year, but we'd already do the resume up and so forth. We'd already send the resumes out to different companies and organizations, you know, hoping to God they could call me for Christmas.
So you have I don't want to say connection, but you have persons you could call to place people as best as they can?
What happened is persons reach out to me. And they say, well, can you have openings here? You have anybody? And so far, like the other day, my friend, she reached out to me. There's a company. They only have hired a person for 10 days. Can they need some resumes? And I was able to send out 54 persons. And out of 54 persons, I think like 49 of them answered. And 49 of them got a job for 10 days. Then I have a contractor, JRM Construction. They asked me for 8 masons Saturday. And so 8 masons were hired. So we always out there giving persons gainful employment.
You seem to be really connected with your community. You.
Yeah, God has been good. God has been good, yeah.
Tell me something about domestic violence. Do you have a lot of that? Do you? Let's talk about that for a while.
Yeah, domestic violence is very prevalent in our country, you know, and we tend to bash women who stay or even bash men who stay. And I would tell people, you can't bash nobody because at the end of the day, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. And we don't hate our abusers. You know, we love our abusers. We just don't want them to hit up on us.
We just don't want them to hit us.
And that's what the issue, you know. So you have women who would make it down, oh, I leaving them. I ain't going with them. And then a couple of days they ran the car, dropping the case. I can't hate them because I was there too. You know, so I can't hate them. I know what it's like, you know, and people don't understand, you know, trauma triggers, and then we have trauma bonding, you know, and so when I say trauma triggers, you could be with somebody else, you could be dating somebody or married somebody, and then you were so abused in the last relationship that when you meet this new guy, you bring it over to the new guy. Mm-hmm. You understand me? And then it's trauma bonding where you been beaten, and you meet a guy who broke you think you could help him, and he broken and you broken, so that's trauma bonding. You know, and so I admonish persons, before you seek and dating somebody, try get help for you. Make sure you go to counseling. Make sure you be a better version of you. Right. Because the truth of the matter, all of us need healing. All of us somehow suffered some form of trauma. Mm-hmm. You know, so make sure get your counseling. But the problem is, you broken, he broken, you all trying to connect. And that's where the issue starts. Yeah.
Tamara?
Now, I know Khandi said that she is the aunt of so many adoptive children that lost their mother or their father. And, you know, I just love a good success story. Give me one of the success stories of one of those nieces or nephews that, you know, you may have encountered because of the loss of their parent, and now they're, you know.
Okay, what can I say? These are children. I didn't remember them. Hi, Miss Khandi. Hi, where I remember you from now? Oh, when my brother get killed, you been by our house and you pray for us. Wow. You know? And then there's this little boy, he lost his mother and father to murder. And trust me, he don't let like a month go by without him asking his grandma to come bring him to the office. Then this other guy, his dad was killed in 2014. Every Mother's Day and every Christmas, he brings me a gift. Every Mother's Day, and every Christmas he brings me a gift, because every Christmas I make sure he get a gift. And so we have children come by and they can bring me their picture and message me and show me their GPA, and man, look here.
That's nice, Miss Khandi.
Yeah, man, the children are very sweet, they're innocent. And then I have some who just ain't lost nobody, but Miss Gibson, you do work, you do office. I know when they just come in, Miss Gibson, you need any help with anything? We have some beautiful children in this country, you know, they're only looking for love and attention. And I ain't gonna lie, children is my heart. Children are my heart, you know, sweet children.
Well, let's talk about, seeing that we're on children, the missing children. What's your thoughts on?
My thoughts are, we quick to say, oh, she gone with a man. She gone for the live and the man. But these children, and I realize, and I tell someone today, these children come from broken homes. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes, you know, just for peace of mind, they live. And so we can't just point fingers. We now got to do the backstory. We're going to make Khandi leave her home. Yes. Something ain't right. I do understand children could be a handful, because I have a daughter that she just turned 18, and sometimes she's get frowsy and foul herself too. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, that's still my child. Right. That's still my child, or whatever the case is. I tell them the story one night I did a live. I said, when they're going to pick her up. And she was mad because I came late. And I said to her, you mad because I come late? I said, man, you have a whole day. I don't check for you. And you could get mad because I come late for you. And she made me so mad. I said, get your hip out my car, yeah? I said, I'm going to put up this photo of you. I said, are you out here hustling, trying to make it better for me and you? And you think you disrespect me? And I just started to walk, you know, get your hip back in the sky, yeah? Mm-hmm. You understand me? So I say, I know children can be a handful, but that's still your child. Mm-hmm. You understand me? And so we have persons now, like, we have babies having babies, children having children. And you know the serious thing about life is, there is no manual of being a parent. There's no manual to tell you how to be a perfect parent. You learn it as you grow. You learn it from your mommy, or you learn it from your friend, or you learn it from Facebook, but you learning as you grow. Even me, who have to turn, I still will go enroll myself in parental classes. Mm-hmm. There's no shame in the game. But the problem is, we to the point in our life is, no one can tell us nothing. We got it down pat. We ain't listen to nobody. No, you have to listen to somebody. Because my old thing, and I'm realizing that too, children are a product of their environment. So you're on display on what came out of the home. And we used to grow up one time and say, oh, children have nothing to worry about. Children nowadays have a lot to worry about because if a mother have 3 or 4 children, the big sibling now is the adult for the little children. You realize that? The big children, the older child now has to think as a responsible adult for the younger children. That shouldn't be. You went out as a mother, you had these children. Your oldest child should not have to enjoy their life because you had 4 children. That's still a child. So little children now have to have a mentality of adults. So when they start doing adultness, then you won't get mad, but you force them to that. And so we want, my thing is now, do I see like the fathers are displaced in the home. You have mothers being spiteful for what the daddy. The daddy being spiteful for what mother. He get a new girlfriend, he get a new wife, he get a new wife, he get a new boyfriend. Whatever, that's spite. We now have to be mature. And the maturity is, guess what? The child. We have child or children in this. And parenting is a joint venture. You understand me? But somehow we have lousy mothers and we have lousy fathers now. You understand me? And and my thing is, the court now needs to give needs to be fairness. Just how a mother could bring a child daddy to court, or children father court, then the court should be receptive to understand this father bringing this baby mama to court because of lousiness. So we have to now welcome the father. As long as the father is mistreating the child or abusing the child, we have to now be receptive of having the child in the father's life, even if it's just visit, whereas a social service rep is there and the child gets to interact with the daddy, the child has to know his daddy. He has to know the family on the daddy side.
So important.
You understand me? But we don't understand that.
I like how you said in terms of the courtroom, and I just brought a question to my mind. Who speaks on behalf of the child?
No
in
one
a case.
In a case like that, you have the attorney there, but the attorney that's speaking on behalf of whoever brings a child there. So if I go there first and my attorney will argue on the behalf of the child, or $30 a week, or the child is that, and child is this, or whatever the case is. But even though you send your $30 a week or whatever the case is, like someone tell me, the court can't force a man to keep a child, and that's wrong. A court should be able, long as that man is not abusing or mistreating that child, make it mandatory for that father to spend some time with his child. The problem is you have mothers carrying their boys to the barber. Come on, where's the father? You have mothers carrying their...
We apologize. We need you to mute your microphone right away, please.
Okay.
We apologize.
We have mothers carrying their children, the boys, to the barber. Mothers trying to raise men. Now, we have some mothers who did some good job with raising their male child, and then we have some others who didn't do a good job. But where is the father? So we asking fathers now to step up. And I realize, so, just like you have bitter women, you have bitter men the same way. Bitter men the same way.
Miss Gibson, and you have men who want to help with their children. But I think in the court,
yeah,
like if they're not married, the men don't seem to have
no say, no rights.
So my heart go out for some men. I know
rights.
some men
no rights.
who taking care of their children and can hardly see their children. Isn't that really sad?
And that's why I would admonish men tonight. If you feel like you went to the court and you're not being, you wouldn't dealt a good deck or full deck of card, go back to the court. Go back to the court. That's your child.
I don't think single men have much rights.
Single men they don't have much right, but you got to fight. The problem is we get deterred so easy. Me and I tell person personally, I just fight for what I want. Once I believe that there's a way and there's a way and I'm right, I fighting. No one's gonna take my person, especially my children. And I just, like a lady the other day, she had a problem going to seeing a child. I said, who buller could tell me I can't see my children? Who on this earth could stop me? Nobody could say, that's my child. I went and labored 16 hours for one and 13 hours for the other one. Who could stop me?
But see, that's from a woman. They stopping men, though.
No, what I'm saying is you got to be determined. That's your child. If you want to play a vital role and an active role in your child, reach out to somebody. You understand me? 424-895. I put on Facebook today. Who attorneys would like to? What I put on Facebook today? I put on Facebook today. Is there any attorney who willing to offer free legal service to assist fathers with taking their baby mothers to court? Okay? I have 3 young men now reach out to me. want to take the baby mama to court.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand me? We cannot deprive these fathers. The fathers are, the fathers are either being lost in the system or lost in the grave. So the ones that who are living, who ain't abusing, molesting, or whatever, doing the child unjust, let the child have access. Even mothers too. We have some spiteful mothers too.
Yes.
You have some mothers who drop the child off and they gone with the child was a baby. No, ma, we have to start making people responsible and accountable for their action. You bring a child here, you will no longer walk on this earth scot-free. That have to be a law.
You know, there are even some people who, I mean, sometimes they really can't see their children, but what I would say to them, love your child even when you can't even see them.
Yeah, take care of your child.
Watch when, even if the mother don't take what you bring for them, you just love them from your heart and watch when they grow big, that connection is going to happen. So some people are in cases like that.
Yes, things like that. And even so, like you want to abuse your child, you can go to school and see your child. Build a relationship. Hey, I don't like my child, but that's my child. You think you could be able to let me see my child?
Oh, yes,
come on, like one guy,
one
guy come one guy come to the phone, tell me, but he don't eat baby, won't let me see the baby. I said, tell you what school the baby goes to? Oh, my daughter, she goes. I said, okay, then simple. You go to the school and go see your daughter. You don't want to take her to school? There's nothing wrong with you saying hi, I'm your daddy, or saying hi to daddy, whatever. I said, you have a problem? Bring the grocery here. I will take it to the mother's house. I said, come on. That child should have to. I said, right now, I said, guess what? The cost of living has gone up. Your dollar plus her dollar is $2. What her dollar by herself, that ain't nothing for the child. The cost of living has gone up.
It's you.
You know, that's exactly why I'm saying who speaks for the child. I want us to get to a point where we have the child advocate, someone who's speaking for the child. Children know what's going on.
No,
we take for granted and we think, oh, they don't have no say. Yes, I think in some cases where it's the mother and the father going back and forth with each other, someone needs to step back and pull that child aside and get the real story of who is doing what and who the child needs to be with. So, Jack, we really need to look into that to see if there's any type of child advocate in cases and in these court cases. But
The
Candy,
child
guys, we have
advocate
a
will be the
question
social
for
service
you.
worker. Hello?
Yes, the question we have for you. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. The question she's asking is, there's so many GoFund people are asking for when someone passed away. In your position, and you're going to the homes of these people, how do you now assess someone that really needs this help, or if they're just trying to get ahead because of this bad situation?
To be honest with you, and I don't want to sound cruel or cold, you could tell from the homes that you go to. That's the homes, the state of the homes. You could tell. And the majority of these young men and some women being killed, they didn't stand a fighting chance. They didn't stand a fighting chance. They came from poverty. But some people would use the death of a loved one for come up. You understand me? But the reality is, no one never planned for their loved one to be murdered. You understand me? And you have the insurance company, you better read the fine print that good, because if your loved ones get murdered and you get the letter from CDU to say, well, your loved one get murdered because gang relationship or whatever, they get no insurance money. And insurance isn't free. Some people had to go to the bank. And I can tell my two brothers got killed. I had to go to Common Bank on 2 occasions and borrow money to help lay them to rest. You understand me? So you could look at the home, man. You could look at the home and see what's going on at the way the children kept in the yard. You could look, man. Some of the brothers were getting killed. They mommy don't have a vehicle. They don't have a vehicle. The vehicle that was there was their girlfriend on. You understand me?
But we do know there's a difference between poverty and nasty.
No, I'm not even talking about nasty. I'm not talking about the house being dirty.
Poverty, you may not have the best of the best, but what you have, you keeping it the best you could. So we are able to distinguish in terms of,
I'm not talking about nasty. I'm talking about poverty. I know nasty. Poverty. Because I've seen some poverty-stricken house, and it's kept very well. And I've seen some poverty-stricken house that's kept nasty.
Exactly.
I'm talking about poverty. Like, how people actually live here. You mean they actually live here? You're wondering, what reality is,
How do you see the police officers playing a role in this? What's your views?
Playing a role in this?
Yes.
Playing a role in what?
I mean, like in stopping crimes and.
I would see the police like every other organization, and every other entity that's good and bad,
Yes.
And that's the world we live in, evil and good.
Right.
So that's what it is,
And it seemed to be now in this season. I was just talking with someone before I came in the show, and we were talking about a lot of police officers getting themselves in trouble. I said, well, at least they're catching them.
Yeah.
Because it isn't like it just started.
Yeah, it's been going on.
I said, so we could say we're taking the weeds out, the bad weeds. Yeah, so we could hold on to that.
And you have some very good members of the Royal Bahamas Police, so you have some very good, effective, efficient members of the Royal Bahamas, I must say, who do their job and do it very diligently, but then at the end of the day, like you say, just good and bad,
Yes.
That's like in every organization.
We spoke about poverty, and I just want to say poverty, what really holds us down is poverty of the mind. If we could change the mindset, even when we are rearing our children, if we could just go back to what we were made to do and who made us, and he told us how to rear our children, we would really do better. But we are putting the most important thing, the foundation, we are forgetting about that. We talk about gay, lesbian. What we need to, what I would like to pay attention to is spreading the word of God.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do our part on what we need to do. God's word is stronger than anything else. So we just need to do our part in rearing our children, teaching them the way. And God said if they stray, they'll come back.
Right.
Let's just trust God's word in Bahamas. That's what we need to do.
Show love, The Bible says love covers a multitude of sin. But the problem is here, it's like this the last days, the heart of man is wax cold. And so right now, man just becoming lovers of themselves. And that's the reality of life. That's what the Bible speaks of, But at the end of the day, when it comes to the gay and who ain't gay, I say, God, let me be mature to accept person's decision. That's their decision. I respect you, respect me. That's it, and that's all, you understand? But then don't try force your belief on me.
Right.
I respect you, respect me, that's it, and that's all. Because I have a lot of friends who are a wonderful person, and I rate them as my friend, they rate me as theirs too,
Yeah.
But in the midst of it, we need to show love. Because my thing about the Bible say, love covers. And so if love covers by me showing you love, you might come on here, gain this and come save, you understand me? But the problem is, we just a judgmental society. We kick the judge and point fingers, and that has to stop.
And we don't hear the full story.
We don't get to hear the full story because once the people say something, they go on social media and that's spreading your eye again, your egg, that's it, and that's all. And and that needs to stop too,
Wow. Do you have, what would be your last word? We have about 8 more minutes. What would you want to say to the public and to really encourage, because we had some death last week, little Moxie. What can you say to those families?
I'd want to say, when one mother cry, we ought to pray. Because don't think for a minute that what happened to her or her child, you're exempt from. So when one mother cry, we ought to pray. And I want to say this, it takes a village. Let's stop passing persons on the street with our glass screw up, with the AC pipe in our car and think we better than people. It takes nothing to screw your glass down. You start walking, how you doing, Mom? God loves you. Have a blessed day. That's it, man. Be kind. Wow. The Bible declares knowing a brother or sister in need and you share up your bowels of compassion. How dwells the love of God in you?
Wow.
Come on, Mom. We got to show love. Don't just wait till someone get killed or hurt in our country to show love. Let's show love before. Let's be more, more preventative, And people don't understand the Bible says kind word, turn away wrath.
It works.
It works, it does. It works. You could, even with me, if I go anywhere, hi, good afternoon, everybody. I have a bubbly personality. And we're like, oh, good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. Come on, man, takes nothing. Good morning, Mom, how you doing? Takes nothing. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Come on. And so, man, I don't even say it's man like the Bible says, let your light shine. Let your light shine. So they can see your good work and glorify the Father in heaven. We're a Christian nation with no fruits.
Ooh.
And that's sad, a Christian nation with no fruits. Come on, you have people getting killed and the people who are supposed to be in charge of the Christian accounts, they quiet. That shouldn't be. We We have the commission now calling to the Christian community to come do a mother prayer or something. Come on, that shouldn't be. No one should tell you to take the country to the next level. That's supposed to be automatically a mandate.
Well, Christian Council, my cousin Delton Fernando, I know you have a big mouth. It's big in church. They just want to hear you a little more. So probably need to invite you on Table of Change. I know they're saying they're not hearing you. I'm hearing you. So just let me know when you want to come so you can make sure that the Bahamas is hearing your voice. Because that is what she is saying. You know, Miss Candy, it was just really nice to have you here. And I wanted, Table of Change came from a place of service.
Okay.
And exactly what you give, service. And it's from so many different areas. You know, it's not when you go to an establishment, you give a service. I give you a PhD tonight, and you might not have gone to get it professionally.
Right.
I give it to you tonight because it seems like you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
We're going to be out there, you know, getting persons to come and give to your organization.
Right.
Because I feel like it's already going somewhere and it will go further.
Yes.
Tamara?
When I just thinking about this whole situation in terms of murders and families and like she said, when, you know, a mother cry, you know, we as a people need to just stop waiting for someone else to do. You know, we're so happy that Canada stand up and she's able to now have her organization form. We don't have to have an organization, but we have to reach out to our neighbor. We have to reach out to our loved ones. We can't just wait for someone else to do it. You know, we're grateful that we have a humanitarian on tonight, and we have people that are taking up the mantle and coming up with organizations like FOAM. But just a kind word, just remembering, I think, with this grief, bringing grief to the table, every one of us listening tonight knows one person that was affected by the passing of a loved one. Just take the effort and like we say, be careful what we say, but reach out to that person, right? And just show that person love. You know, you said a few nights about what not to say. Remind us of what not to say.
Not to say, what happened? How you doing? God only take the best. Oh, he saw the garden empty, so he took a rose. Say that, man.
Oh, man.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say
Yeah.
They know who it is. That ain't your business. I'm here, Mom. Just want to let you know, I'm here.
Let them let the grieving volunteer what
Right,
they
let
want to
them
say.
volunteer their information. You want to come, and sometimes the grieving, they only want to sit and they listen. Because they go, I got one lady, her son had gotten killed, and that woman talked from the pain she had, was when she's in childbirth, tell her person, and I just sitting there, you know, I said in my mind, I gotta go, but I can't go, because she just venting, you know, and so allow people to vent, allow people to share stuff with you. Don't be nosy, because you're in the police. Whatever they tell you can't have the case, you allow them to vent. And all they want is someone, and please, don't just come by them when this first happened. Check on them. Check on them afterwards. Because trust me, that afterwards, when all the hype goes away, you know, but it's a whole mean by their side afterwards.
And it's really rough saying that story like 10, 20, 30 times.
You know what I mean?
It's really a lot
Yes.
to say that story all those times.
You can bring a little fruit basket, you know, because what FOAM normally does when we go by a person who would have lost a loved one, we normally carry a case of water and 2 juice, because a lot of families, they be so traumatized that they forget to eat or drink. So we want to keep them hydrated while they're going through grief. So we normally carry 2 cases of water, a case of water and 2 juice.
Wow, we're closing now. We forgot to mention, what do we need to do to people who are on bail for them to stay behind bars, because a lot of them are committing the crimes? That sounds like another show.
Yeah, that's another show. That's another show.
Well, it's been a beautiful night. Table of Change again. I am Jacqueline Fernanda Moxie.
And my name is Tamara Fox-Smith.
Khandi Gibson, it was a pleasure having you here tonight. Thank you so much.
My pleasure too.
Next week, Table of Change, same time, same place, same Zoom. See you.
Bye.
Good night.